Boo, David. Boo, David. Hey. This guy's on his own time. He thinks he runs the place.
Well, listen, you know what I mean? Like, you have to wait for the start of the show. And, that's how it goes. You know what I mean?
He's got his movies here. He's got his Chucky jersey. This guy just took over. This is Dave's world now that we're just living in.
This guy runs solo 1 week, and he thinks he runs the place.
Did you guys forget who's the captain now? All right, boys? All right?
Hey,
come on.
Andre, watch your back. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
This dude, you left, and he's conniving.
There's some sketchy things going on in here.
Almost knocked over this frame.
But we got a great show for today. We got, as you guys can see, a little bit of combine talking some trades that have been going down. There's a little bit of movement going on in the offseason. Some stuff going to court. We got Chambliss news, right? We got the Indiana situation as well. So we want to dive into that. A lot of interesting kind of conversations around that. NBA check-in with Gravis. Gravis is joining the show today. Is Gravis joining the show? That's the first, I didn't know this. I don't think Gravis is joining the show, but if he does, he will be somewhere.
Well, that was a mistake on my part.
Yeah,
Tomato.
No Gravis on the show. You guys did get a sneak peek into Gravis last week, though. Gravis can definitely talk, but he knows ball. He knows. He knows everything. I mean, a guy is an encyclopedia. It is impressive. But we got World Baseball Classic going on. I think it officially kicked off yesterday, and then big swing of games is tonight.
I think
or throughout the day.
I think
today.
it was this morning because I think Ohtani.
There's
morning
games
was
going
going
on
for like a cycle this morning.
Already?
Dude, yeah.
Oh,
he hit a grand slam in the second inning.
Yeah, he went 3 for 4, hit a grand slam. It looks like he was out there playing youth league.
My God.
He really is like. I mean, he's already the best baseball player of all time, right? Like he's got to be. Like that guy is. It's just consistently insane what he's doing.
No, he's ridiculous.
Day one cycle.
Two-way player too.
Looking at cycle already. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely get into that. Didn't know any of that already was going down today, so that's some good insight. And then we got some quick rips, some fun conversations that we'll get into, and then a nice little debate at the end. But yeah, let's kick it off with the combine. We officially wrapped that up. I know last week when we recorded, only a couple of guys had participated in the combine up to that point. So want to get your guys' thoughts on the combine, any standouts, or anything that you guys find interesting from this week in the past combine. Let's kick it off with Wingo. Wingo's our guy.
So, I would say, obviously, I'm sticking to what I said before. The combine is overrated with guys who rise and fall. There's always guys who do very well that do rise and that do fall. But, at the end of the day, just because you can lift a lot of weights, run fast, and jump high doesn't mean you're good at football. Yeah. Turn on the tape. When you talk about the controversy stuff with Ruben Bain and all these other guys, like turn on the tape. Can they play football at the end of the day? But I do got a riser for you, actually. It's Caleb Banks out of Florida, the D tackle. When you look at him, missing the entire season down at Florida, right? The biggest thing was, how can he, come back from this, right? How can he still solidify himself as a first-round draft pick? Going back to it, right? Last year, he finished the season great. Looked amazing, firing off the ball, explosive, disruptive. That's what you want out of a guy like that with his size. You look at him coming in with his measurements, right? He was 6'6", 300 pounds, moving very well. And then you just look at how he dominated at the Senior Bowl and then goes into the Combine and looks even better. So this is a guy that I think definitely proved these scouts and these teams that he can still play ball. He can still play to that caliber level of everyone thought at the end of last year to potentially be in the first round. And I think he's solidified himself as going to be a top pick.
Yeah, that's a name that I think we've all heard a lot. And by the way, Wingo, I didn't see your set last week, but shit's looking nice.
No, Wingo's got the setup looking good.
It's looking nice. The jerseys are framed. Did you get those jerseys already like pre-framed, or you got them framed?
So the Florida one, it was pre-framed from Florida, but then I got the two other ones. I ordered them online and then had them hung up.
All right, you're gonna need to send me that contact because we have a couple of jerseys in here that need to get framed as well.
Gotcha.
All right, sick. But I gotta ask you guys something. What the hell is going on with this guy? I don't want to mispronunciate his name, but Makai Lemon, USC kid. At the interviews, like what's up with that? Because I mean, is it like being done on purpose? Like, is there a strategy to what he's doing there, or is it?
Which part are you talking about?
The thing with the eyes, where he's like
Yeah, so I honestly think I got to look up where he's from, but I think that might be his personality or what he's doing. But for me, that does not look professional in any kind of way.
Yeah.
Obviously, great ball player, right? He's got to be smart, can go up and get the ball. But the interviews that I've watched, he just doesn't come off as one of those guys that's personable, can have good conversations with you, have good eye contact, all those little things that you're looking for, right, in those meeting rooms with the NFL team. So I don't know if he was PR trained very well, but maybe they have a strategy going into it all. But hopefully we like to see those things cleaned up a little bit, obviously for the public as well.
I've seen a couple of theories, so I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you see the combine interview and you're like, well, is he on a perk? Like, dude, what's going on here? My boy's zoned out. And then I heard that, and I have seen other interviews, and he looked totally normal, like super cool, open to answers, fun, good kid. Apparently, what I was told from someone who was there is that he was fine, and then someone said something ragging his height, and then he was just on high alert after that. And that's when that video came after that, and he's like, now he's kind of like, defensive and kind of like, oh, y'all are doing this. And that's the combine for you. You got 50 people in your face. They want to know why your hands too small, why your arms too short, why you 5'9", think you can play receiver. Like, that stuff happens. But all in all, from what I've been told, he's still a first-round receiver. Yeah. No one really going to shy away from that. I think it was just a bad look. Maybe he didn't realize how much of his heart he was wearing on his sleeve at the moment.
I don't know. It just felt awkward and strange to me. Like
it definitely was.
It could have been nerves. I mean, it's nerves too. Like, this is like a huge moment
for sure. Maybe he's trying to.
I know he's like, the moment got too big for him. Or like, like Bobby was saying, like a question flustered him to a point where he's like this didn't go according to script, and I don't know.
Take a second and look. Like, picture him in the meeting room with like Jerry Jones or like these old-fashioned coaches, and I don't see that as a positive look. I mean, these guys should know by now, right? You got to play the part. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, there's so many politics, so many things that go on with all this whole process. You got to play the part. If you got to put on a big smile and act like you're involved in the conversation, you got to do it. And maybe just wanted to stick to who he was. I guess that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing ever while he was at USC that you were almost like weary of that, right? Like, he never seemed to be a problem. So I think obviously social media is always going to blow things out of proportion. But to like Bobby's point, guy's still one of the top receivers in this class and should be fine. Something that I actually want to bring up, and maybe it's the Dolphin fan in me, but is there a world with the Jets, right, that have influx of picks, right? One first round and a second round. Their Wingo's already
no.
I know. I know the answer, but why not have a conversation around it? First and second this year and a first and second next year, right? Where the Jets trade up and go get Mendoza.
More.
Who?
It would take more.
Oh, take more. Yeah. I mean,
what? No, it would take more picks. Like, it would take 3 first probably. But the simple answer to this question is Fernando Mendoza. And the Raiders are not giving up. The Raiders are not giving up the pick. I mean, I think the Jets, to go with your question, I think the Jets would be intrigued. They probably still called the Raiders and tried. Mm-hmm. Probably got hung up on or ignored, but nonetheless, the Jets would obviously do that deal. I think that it would be a no-brainer for them. And Dante Moore, going back to college, really, I think that really screwed the Jets. And it might work out in the long term. They might get a better player this year because they don't reach for a quarterback. And then next year, still be a bad team. Sorry. But go and get their quarterback. So that's how I stand on it.
Especially
I would say this is a no shock going to happen. I'll give you a few reasons. One, Mendoza, look at the type of player he is. Obviously, he's complete. He knows what he's doing. He's smart. He's been locked in with Tom Brady. This guy is Tom Brady right now before he was Tom Brady.
Yes.
He's talking to him over at the Raiders every single day, man. Like, he's going to go to the Raiders, and the Jets know they can't touch him. And then you look at a guy like Aaron Glenn, right? I just don't see Fernando Mendoza and Aaron Glenn being able to have that relationship and connections like he would with the Raiders. So I just think at the end of the day, he would not even be a good fit for the Jets. Would the Jets love him? Obviously, but I think that would change a lot of the scheme that the Jets have had in the past, right? You look at quarterbacks like Tyrod Taylor, Justin Fields, like they had a different system, and maybe they need to transition from that based off of how, their seasons have been going, but that's who they are right now. And that's not who Fernando Mendoza is. So that just wouldn't be a good fit overall.
Yeah, well, you know who is like that, Wingo, and kind of piggybacking on what I was saying. I can see the Jets making the move for a Kyler Murray, right, 1-year deal. And if that doesn't work out, then, next year's draft class is very stacked. And obviously, hypothetically, if it doesn't go well, they're probably going to be a high draft pick anyway. And maybe next year is probably the better year for the quarterback because, this year it's Mendoza than everybody else, right? So I can see, the betting odds are saying that Kyler, I think the Jets are the favorite to land him. So, it kind of fit into that system Wingo's talking about. So I can see them making that move and then, punting quarterback to next year.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But how about the boy Tua? He's not going to go to the Jets?
Oh, please. I beg.
Dude, I'm hoping and praying, son.
I'm on my knees begging for the Jets to
He's undefeated against the Jets, so,
Watch him go to the Jets, and the Jets end up, being positive at the end of the season, and Tua looks
that would be the most Dolphin shit to ever happen.
That would happen to us 100%.
Y'all are forgetting one part. It's the Jets.
Yeah, I know.
Also, to add to Kyler Murray, last I heard, I think the Vikings are going to be in on Kyler Murray.
I saw that too.
I think the Vikings are a great fit for him.
Me too.
McCarthy hasn't been healthy. He needs a veteran guy, right? He had one, but he needs a veteran guy to help him out. And that fits that offensive style, right? Kyler Murray can move around a lot. JJ McCarthy likes to do that. Both really good quarterbacks, but with the injury prone with McCarthy, I just think, they got to have some kind of protection there.
9, dude. That's 9's team, man. That's 9's team.
Which brings me to my next point. What do they do with JJ McCarthy? Now somebody can trade for him. Maybe, he's a stopgap guy for a team like the Jets who, probably not winning much this year and kind of just needs somebody to take the handle. If he turns out good, cool. If he doesn't, no big deal. We'll go get our quarterback next year.
Yeah, the other interesting name too, quarterback wise, Daniel Jones. What was the tag that they put on him?
Transition
tag, right? I think it's only happened one other time in the NFL, but basically the Colts will own the rights in, but somebody can offer a contract. You think anybody tries to go after Daniel Jones?
Is that the tag they put on Lamar back in the day when no one went after Lamar?
Ooh, I don't know. I thought I read something that that transition tag had only been done once before.
It only had been done once before to another quarterback.
And maybe it was Lamar.
I think it was the quarterback. I don't know if it was Lamar. So the catch with that is you think it sounds simple, like, why did no one offer a contract? Why is no one going after? But the thing is, you can agree to a deal with him.
Right.
But then you have to return them back like 2 first-round picks. It's like an insane setup. It's wow. That's why no one goes after Lamar. It's not because they didn't want Lamar. It's that you have to give Lamar $50 million a year, and then you have to give the Ravens 2 first. It's like, man, that's a lot. That's a lot to invest. It was something like that. There was a loophole that was like, it's a booby trap. It sounds awesome, but it's not really reality.
I'll tell you what, though, for Lamar, I would have done that. Daniel Jones, another story. I'm not doing that for Daniel Jones, especially coming off. And by the way, he had a great year, right? But coming off a pretty big injury. That's I think it was his Achilles. So, I don't even know how healthy he's going to be going into the season.
Yeah.
So, I don't see anybody going after him, but, crazier things have happened.
Yeah. Outside of that, there have been actual trades that have occurred, right? We saw DJ Moore, I don't know if that was yesterday or earlier this week, and then McDuffie with the Chiefs. What are your guys' thoughts on that, right? David Montgomery too. Our boy Pooch, good way to pull that out. But I think that the big one, obviously, I think is DJ Moore, right? At least for me. Obviously, Trent McDuffie, stud of a corner. David Montgomery, interesting, right? Because Lions have always run with that 2-man system out there and just 2 different styles of backs. But did Josh Allen finally get his guy?
I think so. I think DJ Moore is, a complete player. And when you look at some of the stuff over there in Chicago, he wasn't the main receiver, right? They were trying to get it other places. Obviously Chicago did have a great year. Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams ended up, finding a way to have success. But, looking into the season, you have to have these conversations with, these coaching staffs and find out, hey, what is your plan going forward here? And if that's not the plan that your whole team and surrounding circle wants, okay, that's where we then go and look into other options. And you look at someone like the Buffalo Bills who are looking to take that next step. Finally, Josh Allen can, win it all or get close to it. DJ Moore is definitely the guy that I think can do that for him. Now you have a number 1 wide receiver to where you can go to the ball to. Because I think the biggest question this year for the Buffalo Bills was, who is the number one wide receiver, right? Is Keon Coleman going to step up? Is Shakir going to step up? Who is it going to be that he can constantly go to and it not just be James Cook out of the backfield and trying to get mismatches with backers? So I think that provides definitely a level up for the Buffalo Bills.
I think also, I mean, go for it, Bobby. I
was trying to figure out who represented DJ Moore. I couldn't figure out why that would be such a great signing for the Bills. But anyways,
he's getting paid. He's getting a lot of guarantees.
No, it's great. It's great. I mean, the Bills, obviously, we all know the Bills have looked for a playmaker on the outside to go with Allen. I think Allen does a lot of off script, so DJ fits that mold a lot.
Yeah.
Where DJ's the kind of guy that can get around with you. After, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. DJ's a lot of more of a gadget to me than a refined route runner. So he does a lot better, I think, with a Josh Allen. He's not always going to be on time and exactly where you need him, like maybe Tua or McDaniel would need. But he's a guy that can get around, play some backyard bullshit with you, make explosive plays. You can get him in the screen game. Just get the ball in his hands and he makes plays. Also, I want to correct myself real quick because I was wrong about just so we all understand. The transition tag is just a 1-year tender. It's you get right to a first refusal. For 5 days, you can match any offer that player gets, and you get no compensation if that player leaves and you don't match the offer.
Oh, okay. Good find.
The transition tag.
Thanks, GPT.
Needed that. Yeah. I think something interesting, though, with the DJ Moore situation is the chemistry that him and Caleb had last year, right? Like that offense thrived, right? I mean, we saw the impact Ben Johnson brought in there and Caleb Williams kind of evolve last year. I'm curious how they supplement that, right? Odunze obviously was huge for them. Draft, right?
They got receivers, man. They got receivers.
They also got Luther Burden.
Yes.
That kind of took a step up this year, too.
Yeah.
Like, that offense is full of playmakers, right? So, like...
And they got
tight ends.
But did Pooch you say something?
I did say something. I said they got good tight ends. They got Colston Loveland.
Oh,
too.
yeah. No, they have a ton of weapons.
Komet.
So, but that's why, like, I think the DJ Moore trade is a win-win for him and really the Bills and the Bears because, I mean, the Bears already have a ton of weapons.
Right.
They can, if they want to, they can go address and get another guy. The Bills needed a guy like this, and DJ Moore now is looking like he probably will be the wide receiver one in Buffalo. Like, I know Shakir had a great year, but he's more of like a slot guy.
For sure.
I think it's a great fit, unfortunately. But, yeah, I mean, let's see. I mean, we talked last week. Josh Allen is on my Mount Rushmore of losers. So, so I don't know. Let's see if DJ Moore can be the one. It's him. Connor McDavid.
What did the Bills give up to get DJ?
A second.
That's what I was going to say. That's probably the biggest loser of the whole deal is they had to give up a second-round pick. I didn't see DJ Moore getting a second-round pick, but good for the Bears.
Yeah.
I think the Bears got the second-round pick. The Bills got a fifth in DJ Moore.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I do also, not to like move off of DJ Moore, but I do really want to talk about the McDuffie one.
Yeah. No, let's talk about it.
I was just going to say, I have a question
big
for you
one.
guys
I think
about
that I think that one's a huge one in the sense of like, I mean, obviously that's great corners are very hard to come by.
Yes.
And like, you know, the Rams continue to do this, that they continue to
They don't give a crap about
their
fucking
picks. They don't care about their picks.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't care about their picks and they just keep moving first round picks like they're nothing. And it's working for them, right? Like I think it was Shefty who tweeted something like this. It was like the last time LA was hosting the Super Bowl, not only did the Rams win it, but that offseason, they traded a first-round pick for Jalen Ramsey. Right? They're looking to improve their defense, and this is a huge move for them in a team that definitely doesn't really need many more weapons on the offense. So you go out to get one of the best, cornerbacks in the league. I think it's just going to help their case as being one of, they're already one of the best teams this past year outside of the Seahawks. In my opinion, they were the second best team. So I think this is a huge move for them. And then, Kansas City's got an extra pick. I don't know what their plan. Obviously, we've spoken a little bit about them and their cap situation.
Yeah.
So I think that was a huge move by the Rams.
And the Rams
I really do.
They still have a pick in the first round. They still picked.
Yeah, they had two picks.
That's right. They have another pick in the
Yeah,
first
because
round.
they traded their later first round pick, so they still have that.
They have 13.
That the 13th pick.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Who did they get that from? Atlanta, right?
I think it was Atlanta.
Atlanta. Because last year Atlanta traded in to get
Yeah,
one.
last year Atlanta just gave away
Either
their
Pierce or
Pierce. Yeah, they traded up to like 27 to get James Pierce last year.
Wait, so does that mean Atlanta doesn't have a first-round pick this year?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Whew.
I know.
Dicey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that just shows the Rams
Kansas
are all
City.
in on trying to win this year. You know, like
Yeah.
they got Stafford probably one more year, it looks
Yeah,
like.
that's what I
He's
said.
trying to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think that Trent McDuffie was the play of the week. I mean, I really think that was the move. I mean, the Rams could have won the Super Bowl as good as easy as anybody last year. Their offense incredible. Defense held them back a little bit. I think it's the cheapest defense in football, if I remember correctly, because that's why Shula's grandson got a lot of credit, Chris Shula, because they had the cheapest defense in football, and he had him out there playing ball. And
Wow.
I think that to go get Trent McDuffie, who's a bona fide top 5 guy, is incredible for them. And they are one move away. They are in that ballpark. So it makes sense. And you got the end of Stafford here. You can't waste it. You got to make the most of it. And I want to talk about the Chiefs too. Like,
Yes.
they deserve credit. They're a freaking farm team. They keep bringing these people up and trading them, Tyreek, McDuffie, and then rebuilding their team. And they just keep getting away with it. It's like no one else is doing this. That's incredible. Like, to be able to trade off superstars and like, you're like, really? You're just going to give up a top 5 guys? Like, we'll go find 3 more, dude. We draft right. Like, we'll be all right. It's like, damn.
That's true, because anybody else would have seen that move and be like, oh, especially with the year that they had last year, the Chiefs are going through like a rebuild, right?
Yeah.
But no, to Bobby's point, they don't go through rebuilds, especially when you got a guy like Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, right? And Andy Reid at head coach. Yeah, there's transition periods, but they're going to still be relevant because they draft well, right? And that's the luxury of being able to draft well, and that's why the Dolphins brought in Sullivan, because we're going to draft well and we're going to be that team. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that about does it for some NFL talk today. We're going to get into now the Chambliss situation, which I believe we started talking. Yeah, this got us. We were actually doing our run a show prep, and we were like, is the NCAA really going to try to stop Chambliss from coming back? How does this all work, right? Because got approved in court, right? I mean, there's a reason there's systems in place, right? We got judges for a reason. They rule on something, and if it gets ruled a certain way, then everything should be good. But according to the NCAA, they got their own rules and regulations, and I guess the court doesn't have I guess the thing I don't understand.
I don't get
if
it
something
either.
gets ruled in court, isn't it like a done deal?
Just when you thought it was over, they pull us back in.
Yeah.
Because the Indiana situation is basically the same thing.
This is all just a bunch of crap. This is just terrible. First of all, so what they did file was 568 pages of like against Trinidad, which is nuts. So now we're going to have to sit here and wait for them to go through all the pages and read it and go back and forth, which is just wasting more time. But now let's look at the bigger picture here. Let's say the NCAA does win, right? What are you going to tell this kid? Hey, you got to enter the draft even though you missed the combine, you're about to miss pro day, and the draft is in a month. Sorry, here you go. Like, what are we doing? We're trying to ruin this kid's journey and what he's doing for his future. I think the NCAA is just trying to prove a point here that they have a say and that they can make rules and things and that. They have no clue what they're doing. We can't even control NIL right now. We don't have limitations on things. We can't figure it out. You know, we've been granting people extra years of eligibility that should deserve it, right? And I think some guys do have a say in that, and they do have a case to make. But for someone like to use Trinidad as the example, someone who's worked his tail off, who obviously went to the courts, pleaded his case, right, has a valid case, and just wants to go out there and play football. And the NCAA is going to take down that kid for doing the right reasons, right? He's not this kid out here that is chasing money and trying to get his 9th year just because, you know, this and that. Like, he's doing it for the right reasons. And I think this is completely wrong by the NCAA. And for it to be 500 plus pages, come on, man. We're just trying to drag this thing out and cause issues.
Yeah, it's a messed up situation. But what's the biggest difference between this and like the Indiana kid, right? Because from what I was looking into, apparently same thing. He went to court, got the eligibility to play this year, and now here we are, and everyone's talking about, we're going to take away all their wins, and they broke the rules basically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the NCAA has the balls to do that, to be honest. Like, take away wins. They're not going to take the championship away from Indiana.
Yeah.
But I think, to Wingo's point, I almost like, and maybe this is just my conspiracy, I'm going to put my little tin hat on, that they threw in the Chambliss thing back in to distract us from the Indiana one because they want to use Chambliss as the example, and the Indiana one's going to kind of ride under the radar. That's my tin hat scenario.
Interesting.
Realistically, I agree with Wingo in the sense that I think it's all about, making an example and trying, because like you've been seeing a lot in the news, like they're, these people meeting even like with President Trump and stuff to like fix the NCAA. Like there's like a lot of that happening, those conversations happening, and I think that they're probably just using this as like, not using this, but like this is just another piece of the puzzle. You know what I mean? Like there's just a lot of things going down. I don't know how much weight this does, but I'm not a lawyer or anything, so like I really have no idea. But I would be shocked.
They actually have a meeting today. They have a meeting today. I don't know if it's specifically about that, but it's overall. And there's people like Nick Saban, Tiger Woods, other GMs, baseball GMs, other coaches, all meeting together. And, the biggest thing that I'll say is this, and I'll leave it at that. The college era is becoming exactly like NFL, right? They have NFL offices. They have cap space. They have all these different things that is just like the NFL. The NFL also has an NFLPA where people in the NFL have a say on things and they have a board and a trust. College football needs to do the exact same thing. There needs to be advisors of people who played college football and then those who are still currently in college football, all in the same room, being able to make decisions and give their points, give their reasoning so that we can come up with these rules and vote on whatever it may be. Because at the end of the day, it cannot be a dictatorship where the NCAA is just saying yes and no to whoever they want, and then you have the courts coming in here and coming in there. There needs to be a trust, exactly how the NFL does it, to where guys can come together, they can plead their case, they give their reasons to why or why not, and then we just go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple system at the end of the day, right? Because here we are. Imagine Chambliss just went and had to sit in a courtroom for God knows how long, go through that whole process to then win, and then the NCAA is just like, nah, we're not going to let that happen.
Not so fast, my friend.
Like, it's
messed up. It's messed up.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's like, honestly, they're at David level on generational hating right now. They're just at this point, they're just literally picking a fight with Chambliss. It's like we got to do something here, boys.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty crazy.
There's a national championship next year. You better bet it now. If he gets in the turn ball. And then how does that work? Is he practicing right now for spring? I don't even know off the top of my head. Is he practicing with the team? Is he working out? Like, how does this work now if he's under review? Like, what are we doing here?
True.
That's a good question.
We need a lawyer in the room.
It's not David.
No.
Thanks for clearing that up, David. I really didn't know.
I wanted to make sure that you guys knew
He
that.
just wanted to make sure, just in case there's a little bit of confusion in the room.
Exactly. Like I read at like a third grade level, so like I definitely couldn't be.
David was actually late today because he was looking over the case.
Exactly.
He was on page 3 of 546.
Yeah.
The thought of just having to read 500 pages of some legal documents.
I actually don't
would just
think.
be
I actually like
disaster.
legitimately like. I'm like partially dyslexic too. Like I would be like fucking everywhere. I'd be everywhere. At this point, like I'd get to page 45 and I'd be like, this guy's innocent and give up. I don't even know.
Like, I can't get through
I don't
this.
even know.
At this point, you keep throwing big words at me, I'm gonna take it as disrespect.
Exactly. Oh man.
All right, yeah. Let's move on. We're gonna talk a little golf here. We got
2 tournaments going on. We had the privilege of being at one of them this week. Puerto Rico Open is going on, and the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Palmer Invitational. Arnold Palmer Invitational. Obviously, 2 very different events. Arnold Palmer signature event, very stacked field, and then you got kind of the Puerto Rico Open, which is the gritty.
Yeah.
Guys fighting for their life, trying to make a life on the PGA Tour. So very, very 2 different dynamics. Yeah,
incredible.
Arnold Palmer's got a $20 million purse. Puerto Rico's got a $4 million purse. So with 180 guys in the field, You get me? So very different dynamic. But let's start off with the Arnold Palmer. First round kicked off yesterday, and Berger had a really, really, really good day, along with I think Minwoo was up there at the top.
Colin ended the day insane. I think he went eagle birdie. Like end his first round.
Yeah, so I mean, very different, right? It was boy Nico who won last week at Cognizant.
Psycho
was kind of
scoreboard.
on that side, right? Shot a 30 on the front. then just had a disaster of a back, unfortunately. And that's golf, right? I mean, I didn't watch most of it. I don't know if weather played a factor in the afternoon because it seemed like morning guys obviously went low and afternoon guys kind of struggled a little bit. But want to get your thoughts, Dave, on how that first round went, and Scotty's sitting there at 2 under, which is kind of feels like where he wants to be. Probably one of his better first rounds in a little bit.
What's crazy is that obviously Berger has an insane round 9 under, and Scotty first day goes 2 under. And if you checked, I checked the live odds this morning, and Scotty's still the favorite to win.
That's insane.
7 back, and he's still the favorite.
Insane.
Arnie is, in my opinion, my favorite tournament that is not a major, and maybe the Players. Like, I love this tournament. This is the first ever tournament that I ever went to, like live in person. I love it, and my favorite thing about it is that it's a very hard course, right? This is a tournament that most people, like, you can win this tournament at 4 under. Which is why I was so shocked to see Berger goes 9 under at Arnie's place. Like, that's a huge achievement in itself. And the fact that he's coming off a little bit of an injury. He's kind of had injury history the last few years, and now he's made a pretty big return. This is a big splash for him. Obviously, being a Florida guy, being a South Florida guy specifically, I love to see it. I'm curious to see how he holds up today. At the afternoon is supposed to.
He's 1 under already.
Look at him go. Look at him cook. And he's probably approaching that par 5 now. But this tournament, it usually is defined. Like, these are usually it's like a 1-shot, 2-shot difference. Like last year we had the crazy Henley chip, and like this is a tournament that even Berger shooting 9 under, like I can still see this tournament ending at 9 under. Like that's how hard that this place can get to during the weekend. So I'm super excited. This is one of my favorite tournaments.
I mean, he's got a 4-stroke lead, and then it's just kind of all stacked up, right? So it just shows what he did on
it's impressive.
Thursday. Was impressive compared to the rest of the field. But there is a name that is climbing up the leaderboard right now, and his name is Sahith Theegala, baby. Here he comes. Here he comes. Let's go.
Where the hell is he?
He's 3 under, 5 under for the tournament. Here he comes. But these tournaments are always electric because, anybody can come up and get hot, right? I mean, you got guys like Ricky Fowler who are playing well right now. Cam Young, who finished the season strong last year. Our boy, the Chile guy, was really high on Cam this year. We got breaking news. Hold up. Pause the golf talk. Bobby, what do we got?
Dude, Sully is not done. Sully is not done. The Dolphins have just released All-Pro kicker Jason Sanders and Pro Bowl fullback Alec Ingold.
Whoa. Wow. Whoa.
I have a statement to say from that because I got to retract what I did say a few shows ago about the Dolphins. Because you look at a guy like Alec Ingold, who is a full-time, captain, leader.
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Maybe they're just going younger. They're just changing the whole kind of concept of the entire offense, defense, special teams, everything. Because Alec was a guy I did not see going anywhere.
No. Now, why would they do that?
I don't know. Why would they do that?
No, I'm sorry. That was just like
it's like the wing horse, like the.
Oh.
Why would they do that?
That's
I'm like, do I not know something?
That's living on Twitter for the past,
it's
as long as Bobby and I have been there. I knew it immediately.
Yeah.
I just saw the fingers go up. I'm like, that's wing horse.
It's I mean, I think Wingo just nailed it. It's nothing personal. There's no reason to waste anybody's time, right? We're in a rebuild. Right. We're going younger. We all know this. Ingold's 30, 31. Go be free. Go find success. Get on a team that needs you and go compete. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I think in reality is that goes a long ways. Wingo can attest to this. If you're an agent and obviously some cases your guy wants to be placed, he don't want to be cut, obviously. But if you're respecting people's time and you're letting them go before free agency starts, to go have the time to get in there, find a new team, not get passed up, not have to wait till August. I mean, you can respect that. And I think that goes a long ways with a relationship to agencies and other things.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you're getting kind of just released or whatever to go have the opportunity to be in free agency, thank God. Because who wants to wake up or, be in the middle of a workout and get a phone call and be like, hey, you're leaving Miami and you're going to play in Buffalo, or you're leaving and going and you had no idea.
Great point.
Tell your wife and kids you got to pack your stuff and get up out of here. So So I think it's definitely, the better thing is to be released so you can test the market, see where you're going to be available, see what the money looks like, the deals look like, and have options of what teams would be the best fit for you.
Yeah. Damn. Alec Engel, man. I like that guy a lot. He's a good dude.
Love Alec. Hate to see Alec go. Friend of the Dive Bar. So appreciate Alec. That was like our second episode ever. Alec Ingold. Also, like Jason Sanders makes a little sense.
Yeah.
The young kid Riley Patterson played great last year.
He did.
Sanders is like a highly paid kicker, and he has like a weird hip thing. I don't know what it is, or he might be healthy now, but you miss a full season, and you find a guy off the street for pennies, and he makes 47 of 49 field goals. It's like, this kind of makes sense, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, so that one you kind of can get on board with.
I had a quick funny story for you. Actually, I was talking to the Dolphins yesterday, and it was about getting certain visits set up and workouts for some of the guys we have. And they were asking about a certain date, saying, we don't have to have them work out, And you know what I replied back? I said, I'm available for a workout, though. He laughed at the text, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Damn.
Dude, Wingo in a Finzer. So we need to crop that. Somebody crop that right now.
That would be electric. What would we do though if that were to happen? How are we going to do the GBD show?
He's not going anywhere.
We would have we'd have to mic you up on the field and just
No, we'll move the studio to the Dolphins facilities. We'll shoot from there, so we don't have to go anywhere.
That's obvious answer.
Exactly.
I love it.
No, we'll clearly outbid them. I mean, obviously. Get real.
I love it. But yeah, real quick, we'll wrap up that golf talk. Puerto Rico Open also this year. We got to interview John Daly Jr., which was pretty sick.
Yeah.
He is the future of golf. Obviously, a very similar to his dad.
Legacy, yeah.
Very similar guy. I don't know if you saw his post round press conference yesterday. They were like, "Oh, are you going to get any like practice swings in after the round? See if you can improve it on anything." And he's like, "Honestly, I'm pretty tired. I'm probably just going to go hang out at the beach."
That is the epitome of a Daly, and I love it. I love it.
He is. He's good, man. I got to watch him for a couple holes.
His first tournament. Where's he at now? Let me see.
He missed a couple putts that kind of maybe cost him a few birdies on the front nine. But yeah, I think he finished 2 under yesterday, which put him around like T15. I don't know where those guys teed off.
He's even on the day right now. So.
But he's probably just starting, right?
Yeah. He's on hole 4.
Yeah, right now, where's my boy Rafa Campos at? Oh, Stanger, baby. Stanger. I actually got to sit next to him on the plane on the way there to Puerto Rico. He was in contention at the Cognizant Classic last week. Great guy. And a lot of insight, because you're kind of hearing the perspective of these guys on the other side of things, right? He got his card in 2024, got injured, hadn't been able to play, so he's like 150 in the FedEx standings, right? Yeah. But had a good week last week, kind of bad Sunday, so he dropped a little bit in the standings. But this is a tournament that could be life-changing for him. 100%. A guy coming off an injury, all of a sudden finishes, top 5, maybe even goes out and wins it. That changes the trajectory of these guys' careers. And that's why, to me, these tournaments are so important. Yeah, they don't have the huge names, but I was talking about it on the plane with him. Like, Xander Schauffele is a guy that, was playing these tournaments, years ago, and now look at him, right? Yeah. Jake Knapp, another guy, wins in Mexico. No one knew his name, then he wins in Mexico, and then he goes on a crazy run, and all of a sudden, this is a guy that is one of, I think he's top 5 in FedEx standings right now.
Nico's
another guy. Some of these guys played in what's it called? The Corn Ferry, Tour Americas, right? Like the true grind to the top. So I think these tournaments are always interesting to see, and it is good to see that these guys have another opportunity to go, because they might be able to play in the Players next week if they win this week. Exactly. So
it's a life-changing moment.
It's huge. But yeah, that's about it. Let's talk some World Baseball Classic. I know you said Ohtani had a day today. We saw the Aaron Judge speech. Want to get your guys' thoughts on that? Saw a couple people making some comments about his speech, saying that it wasn't very motivating. So let's start there. What were you guys' thoughts on Aaron Judge's speech going into the World Baseball Classic, representing America?
I mean, to be honest, I wish I wanted a bit more. I understand the Like, I think people were saying, like, I'm ready to run through a wet paper blanket for the guy. Like, or like a white paper napkin. A white paper napkin. Or napkin, or whatever it is. But that's all it did. Like, usually, your speech is, have me running through brick walls, baby.
Yeah.
This one's like, all right, let's see. But listen, not everybody has that trait. Because he is the best player on the team, right? He's the leader. He can lead in many different ways. It doesn't have to mean motivational speeches, right? Like I'm just referring back to like the Florida Panthers, right? Barkov's our captain. I don't see Barkey giving these outrageous speeches, but he leads by his play and the way he carries himself. I'm sure Judge is probably a very similar way. So speeches is not his strong suit, but yeah, that was not the greatest look for the United States of America. All right, but when we beat everybody's ass this tournament, it's going to be a better look. All right.
I think it's a baseball thing too. I think this is just how these guys go away, like with their business, right? They're just straight to the point, just strictly business. They're very like analytical by trade. So I think this is just the way they carry themselves. But yeah, to your point, if you're Aaron Judge, like you're just going to do it on the field, right? And everybody's going to rally behind you. I mean, he's arguably probably one of USA's best player, if not their best player, and will be the reason that they make a long run into this.
He hits a home run in the first game. No one's going to remember the speech.
Yeah,
it's true. I mean? Like everyone's like if he plays well in the tournament, now if he plays bad, that speech is going to go viral again.
That is true.
like if we lose like to a team that we're not supposed to. I think we're like, I don't know. I think we played Brazil the first game, and we're like today 9-run favorites. If God forbid we lose to Brazil, it's because of the speech. It's because of the speech. So yeah.
I want to go for it.
I was just going to say, I think this is right. This is something new, and we talked about it of just having the opportunity to represent, your country and all these different things. I was watching it on, ESPN, and I looked up. They were talking about the speech, and then it just panned over to Shohei Ohtani just being a dog. And I think that just took away from everything. It hooked me a little bit because you got a guy over here who looks like he's playing Little League baseball, hitting home runs and 5 RBIs and just going nuts. And then it kind of transitioned straight from the speech. But, I think he's got to give us something. And this is the opportunity, and this is what the fans love to see, right? This is the moment we've been waiting for, right? Get to play against country versus country, and you got to give them some small kind of snippet. So hopefully our play today is able to, contradict that interview so that we can move forward. But we got to give them something. When this is such a big stage, I think it's just something that we got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, true. Like it's more for us than it is for them. Yeah, Japan won 13-0 today. Venezuela and Netherlands are playing right now, and it's 1-1. That's interesting. It's only bottom of the second.
Graves is probably locked in.
Venezuela's got a good team. Obviously, Japan's got a really good team. Yeah. And then you got Puerto Rico, obviously, historically is really good, but they're missing a ton of guys there. And then, to me, outside of U.S. and Japan, right? That was a championship last time they had this. I think the DR, man. The DR is stacked.
Yeah.
The DR is stacked. And I don't know if you guys saw those clips of the exhibition game against, was it the Red Sox? I forget who they were playing. But did you guys see that video of like the DR fans?
They were going crazy.
They hit a home run in one of these exhibition games. They were playing the MLB teams, right? Like MLB B teams, basically.
Yeah.
And, bro, you would think that they just won the World Series, bro. The place was going absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Insane. So, I know DR plays here Sunday in Miami.
This Sunday?
Yeah, against, I forget who. And then Wednesday, they actually play Venezuela, which that is going to be absolute mayhem. The people are in the stands with the little...
Greatest.
I think the ticket's going for like
fucking insane.
$400 right now to watch.
Yeah, I heard it's expensive.
We need Gravis. We need Gravis.
He's not going to be here, so we could just walk in with that big Venezuela jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll let us in.
How's our ticket?
But yeah, the World Baseball Classic is a special energy. If no one's ever gone to a game, I can't emphasize enough. I mean, I don't even know. Are we the only? What cities in America have World Baseball? Is it just us?
No, I think this year they expanded it. I think I have the
Texas. USA is playing in Texas and Houston.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick. Yeah. So if anybody has a chance to go, it's in your hometown or you happen to be there, I can't emphasize going to it because it is like a world Cup type atmosphere. It's pretty sick.
So it looks like it's got Miami is hosting Pool D, quarterfinals, semis, and championship.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas is hosting Pool B and quarterfinals. And then international sites.
Puerto Rico's hosting games, and Japan is hosting games.
Yeah. Shit, I didn't even realize Japan was hosting games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's sick. But yeah, I think it's Japan, America, and the DR. I think would be the favorites to win it all.
The DR is stacked.
All right, let's get into some quick rips now. Some cool topics, fun topics, interesting topics. However you guys want to go about it. But let's start off with Logan Paul calling out NFL guys. Current and former NFL guys are engaging with Logan on this, right? I think he's offering $1 million to NFL pros if they beat him, and he swears that he'll beat all of them very easily, unless you're Le'Veon Bell, where he was just like, nah.
Unless you actually know how to fight.
You know how to fight, yeah. What do you guys think on that?
Did you see the first interview that he had with Tom Brady? And I think
that's where all this started. Yeah.
This is just he knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy, right? He knows how to do PR. And
this is marketing.
He's the ultimate marketer.
He's very good at what he does. He's very successful. But Tom Brady, man, come on. He's talking about, this guy wins 7 Super Bowls. And I guarantee you that was drafted up well before they had that interview.
Yes.
He was like, hey, you got to end it with something saying, hey, 7 Super Bowls. He thinks just that. And that blew up everywhere. But, I mean, I think, when you look at him, right, he's doing a great job in what he's doing. Yes, he is an athlete. Yes, he does some pretty cool things. Challenging some of these fighters and some of these guys. I would say, you got to be a fighter to be able to step in that ring. It's hard to take, just an everyday athlete and say they can fight. But, some of these big guys in football and these other sports, I don't think he would really have a chance. But, the other topic that they brought up during that interview was, Tom Brady mentioned, oh, hey, that's cute that you jump from the railings of, WWE and some of that stuff. That's cute. Yes, that is a talent that you have to learn, right? That is something that anybody can't just go up and do. But looking at some of these other athletes and to try and say, you're comparing yourself to the big time football players or the big time basketball players. These are two completely different things, right? You cannot even compare yourself to someone who's constantly running into 350-pound dudes and just doing all this crazy stuff to jumping off a ring for a fake, jump off the bungee and fake fall over. Come on, man.
Hey, what are we doing? Wingo, if offered, would you accept it? Take on Logan Paul.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love the controversy stuff. Oh, $30 million to fight Mike Tyson, or $30 million to fight, let's say, whoever it is, Ronda Rousey. Throw me, I'll do anything.
I'll get knocked out in the first round for $30 million.
Yeah, I was going to say, as Wingo's representation, we can't afford to pass this up. So Logan, hit me up. We'll make it work.
Yeah, I would get knocked out in the first round for $30 million.
Embarrass me all you want.
I'd get knocked out for like $100,000.
I don't know, man. The hospital bill alone might be $100,000.
Oh my god!
What was it they got from the Netflix fight? I think it was $80 million.
Which one?
Oh yeah, which one?
Nothing surprises me.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Like you said, he just knows what he's doing, right? Like the Tom Brady thing was for sure scripted at some capacity, right? Because this is where it all started. What was it? He said that he could beat anybody in football or some shit like that. Like he could compete on the field. Like he's just as good as athlete. And then he called out Saquon too, saying like, I could do that. And then he tried to recreate the moment. I'm like, brother, no one's running at you full speed. That's 300 pounds, and you don't have full pads on. Cool. You're an athlite, 100%.
He's an athlete.
He just step up and just knock his ass out.
I know. But to his credit, at the end of the day, it just works. Like here we are talking about him.
Those boys are geniuses.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Those boys are geniuses, man.
Yeah, his brother would knock his ass out, though. In my opinion, I'd take Jake over Logan in a fight if I had to guess.
I think Jake gets a lot of disrespect because of the way he's went about his little, rise in boxing. But like Jake puts in real work and
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
and as an average fighter, like this dude can throw hands. Like Jake absolutely puts in the work. So like, yeah.
And them two really are the absolute best marketers in the world. Like they know the game, they play it so well, and like things like this, like we're freaking talking about it, and that was 100% a plan.
We got us here sitting and talking about it,
Exactly.
debating. They obviously won that part.
Yep. All right, another quick rip here. I don't know how to transition on this one, so I don't know if I save it for last or do I put it right in the middle of the two.
Especially when you're like, we've got some fun topips here.
I didn't want to say sad, even though this is sad. So
Yes.
you know what? I think that's a good transition. Lou Holtz passed away. Was it this week or last week?
This week.
Yeah.
So obviously wanted to bring him. He is an icon. But I'll let you, give some words of wisdom, words of encouragement.
Well, the thing is with Lou Holtz, I mean, he really is one of those college football legends, right? One of those college football legendary
He's
coaches.
Pioneer.
Exactly. Pioneer.
On people's Mount Rushmores.
100%. And he's somebody that's still involved, right? Still giving his takes and commentary as we've gone. And it's funny. I mean, he almost basically started a little rivalry with Day, the guy from Ohio State. And yeah, man, he is like Bobby said, he was a pioneer. He's been around for a long time, and he is a legend. He is a legend, national champion, multiple time coach of the year. He really is. And obviously in the college football space, I mean, if you're a college football fan, I'd be shocked if you don't know who Lou Holtz is. You know what I mean? So his impact will be, he's left a big legacy.
Yeah, the legacy is what people, if you're a current coach, he's a person that you're like, I want to replicate what he did.
Yeah.
Any words from the boys on Lou Holtz? Any memories, thoughts?
Yeah, I would just say, when you look back, there's going to be a lot of people from that past generation that are going to pass away. And I think it's important to remember what they did for the sport, what they did for the culture, what they did for, you got to realize these coaches that you mentioned, like Ryan Day, right? Mario Cristobal, like these guys are trying to model after what he did. And you may not have grown up watching him. You may not have grown up seeing his success in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. But, really take a deep dive and take a look at what he did and how he was able to do it and the structure that he had. He was part of that original building, going out there and just dominating caliber football. And I think it's important just to, have a realization of just understanding the magnitude of effect that he's had on college football as a whole.
Well,
Yeah, I think my dad is a huge Notre Dame fan. So when I think of Lou Holtz, I think about the graphic we got below. Like Notre Dame only. I don't picture him anything else. I mean, he coached everywhere. NC State, South Carolina.
Arkansas,
But when I think of Lou Holtz, Notre Dame.
Me too.
I mean, as soon as it broke, 2 minutes later, my dad was texting me, man, lost a good one. That's a legend right there. Like Lou Holtz, that's what he is though. Like even to like our fathers or whatever, like you just know him, Lou Holtz, legend.
Facts.
Amen to that. But yeah, legacy has been left behind, and unfortunate legacy for a California basketball coach.
What a transition.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how else to transition here, boys. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do here.
I love it.
You want me to do the transition?
Lou would be looking over and being like, "This is not how you want to be." I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
But this California coach who coached at he was an assistant coach at Cal State when this investigation began, but he was accused of leading a double life as a coach and as a full-time pimp.
A little pimp cane.
I mean, I'm trying to see if I find a picture of the pimp cane.
How
but,
do you even nonchalantly do that? Like
I don't know.
You hear about double lives, like people got two families. Like when he goes and works in Vegas, he had 2 kids and another wife. Like you hear about these things, but like how do you truly come to work every day, well put together, coaching kids, caring about their futures, and then clocking out and I was wondering why he left every night in a mean jacket. Like it didn't make sense.
I just don't know how you I mean, obviously pimps exist still to this day, but it's just crazy that you could be someone
in that world and also doing that.
Yes.
I wonder if there's more of them.
Well, I'm wondering how he even got caught. Like, do you think like
I
somebody
think the girl turned him in,
or it's like, can you imagine like you're there, whether you're in Vegas, I don't know, wherever he was stationed, and you're waiting for your girl, and you're like, this guy pulls up, and you're like, wait a second, I know who you are. Like, can you imagine like your favorite team's basketball coach is like pimping out girls? Like, what? Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy.
It's got to be something. There had to be something else there. It's just, did he just do that for fun, or I mean,
for the love of the game,
good money, and family. I'm pretty sure he has a wife. Like, how do you? Hey, by the way, those late nights at the office and watching film that I said I was having, I was really doing something else.
Yeah.
So this is actually how he got caught. So police found the victim through a sex advertisement posted in Sacramento, and they ran a sting operation in September, disguised as a date. The woman that he was pimping, trafficking, right, said that the coach was her boyfriend, and that he just, he would cover for hotels, rental cars, flights for work, and then they arrested him the next day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Gator don't play no games.
And then they arrested him. They searched his car. They found
his hoes better be wearing jimmies.
They found firearms, drugs, 600. Oh man. Jesus, guys, this is getting dark here. Actually.
Oh God.
Oh my Lord. Yeah. I'll say you guys can find the article.
Hold on. Let me straighten my face up. I don't want to be laughing on the reel.
No. Yeah. If you want to find more information, there's an interview from the New York Post that gets deeper into it.
How dark are we saying, like on a scale from 1 to 10?
Like 9.9.
Oh God.
Read it.
All right.
Read it. It's our job to report the news.
All right, I'm just reporting news here.
Yes.
They searched his phone and they found 600 photos of children under.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. We can move on. We can move on.
We've heard enough.
I told you 9.9.
No.
Like,
we've heard enough.
Yeah.
That is, yep.
So, don't be like that guy.
Safe to say, fuck that guy.
Yeah, seriously. But that news was brought to us from Pooch, actually. So now I don't know what you think.
Thanks, Pooch.
It's the transition.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy. It's a crazy story.
It is a crazy story. It is a crazy story.
think that's like
Someone like in sports, doing something like this, insane.
We
World's
are
a crazy boys.
And listen, we're big J journalists, right? Like, there's nothing we can do about it. Like that, it's just nothing we can do.
We're just reporters at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Just sharing some news,
Sharing some news with
We
the
talked
boys.
about the cartel last week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
In other news,
We got more news?
sorry, go ahead.
No, we got news?
No, I was just going to say the Bills just released Taron Johnson, who's probably one of the best nickels in football.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty big move.
That is. I feel like there's a lot more movement this time of the year than there usually is.
A lot of big names, too.
I've seen so many. I can run through a bunch of stuff that's like dropped since we've been live. Like apparently, right after we talked about the Chiefs rebuilding or whatever, they say that they're the leading favorites for Kenneth Walker now.
Wow.
AJ Brown apparently is the Chiefs.
Oh wow.
And they do need a running back. I think that's actually their missing piece. Is like you got to be able to take the weight off Mahomes sometimes, especially now that like the body's he's got an injury under his belt. You don't want to put him in those spots. AJ Brown apparently should be traded very, very soon.
Yeah.
And the Patriots are prepared to throw a bag at Alec Pierce. That's Wingo's boy.
Yeah. Well, actually, Bobby, funny you say that because I think that the AJ Brown used there was 2 teams linked. Were the Patriots one of them, right? It's the Pats and somebody else.
People make the Vrabel connection a lot, and I think that the Bills were apparently one of them, and they went the other direction.
Yeah, the other one to monitor is the Max Crosby one because Max Crosby, obviously massive name, one of the best defensive, ends in football, and so if you follow like the gambling odds, they've been jumping all over the place. The Cowboys were the favorite at some point. Then there was somebody else.
I know the Bears are in the running for him.
The Bears are the other one, and then it's kind of been fluctuating, but it's looking like there's actually. There's movement of him, and obviously how last year ended, how they kind of they said he was injured and then kind of rested him, and he was also then posting videos of him playing basketball, be like, no, I want to play type thing. It's kind of a weird thing going on with him.
Yeah.
But, dude, anyone who gets him lands an absolute monster, so I'm curious to watch him.
Hey, so they're talking about, A.J. Brown having the opportunity to go to the Chargers. What then happens? What then happens to a guy like Keenan Allen, right? Who's on his, last few years, a guy who obviously still can produce, who is that bigger wide receiver.
They also have Quentin Johnson, who's another big body.
Yeah.
Yep.
Young. So, like,
He gets injured a lot, though.
Send my boy Lad McConkey to.
that's kind of a Chargers thing. The Chargers are up there with the Dolphins and
Yeah,
other
they are.
teams with the injuries.
Or something up there.
Also, I caught that Wingo, by the way. I caught you a little. I'm on to you. I see your intentions. I see your intestines. And I see the bacon and eggs Jay for breakfast this morning. Okay.
Hell yeah.
What movie is that off of? Who's got it?
Oh, Dave.
Shit, you're putting me on the
I
spot.
actually did have bacon and eggs this morning for breakfast. So
I figured you're pretty simple. Like, you're straightforward. So that wasn't, it really, I was like, what do I say? In the movie, it says, and I see that cheap cake you ate for dinner last night. That's what it says in the movie. David, you should know. Everybody should know this one.
I know.
Is it Toy Story?
What's your coach?
Toy Story?
Shameless plug. We did a Pixar draft this week.
Yes, we did.
I'll give you one more. Leading up to this moment, the guy goes, be cool, be chill. He's like, I'm being chill. I'm wearing freaking Komodo. What are you doing?
you've seen this movie way too many times.
Dude, if I got to give you anything else, dude, you should have this.
Bro, I don't know why I know I don't think it is. It's
gonna be like a
It's
random
not Wedding
movie.
Crashers.
Even Pooch would be good with this. He's usually pretty good.
All right, this is Pineapple Express, the kitchen scene
yeah.
when he's making a phone call. And he's like, go chill out for a little bit. I got to make a little phone call. He's like, nah, I don't trust you. He's like, I'm being chill, dude. Be chill. He's like, no, you're not. He's like, dude, I'm being chill.
Pineapple Express. I haven't watched it in a while. I don't think I've ever fully watched it.
Wow.
Oh, you got to fully watch it. It's a good one.
Oh, that's a great one.
Wow, Pooch. Shake my head.
SMH. All right.
Speaking of food, what's one food you would eat every day for the rest of your life?
Are we talking like actual, like, is it like a burger or is it like from a specific place? Like, because I've got my
Entree.
Anything. Could be an entree. Could be a fast food chain. Could be a restaurant.
I can eat the Chang's spicy chicken from P.F. Chang's every day for the rest of my life.
Chang's.
I can eat Chang's spicy chicken from P.F. Chang's every day of my life. I freaking love P.F. Chang's. P.F. Chang's, for the love of God, sponsor me. All right, I'm your guy. I am your biggest advocate. I freaking love P.F. Chang's. All right, I love it.
You know what video I actually came across the other day when we went to P.F. Chang's for your bachelor party?
The Mecca?
Yeah. And it was us. We started chanting "Let's go Heat" in the middle of P.F. Chang's, like 25 heads.
Yeah.
Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. For no reason. The Heat weren't even playing at that time.
Yeah. Wingo, Bobby, just a little insight into my life. I've been going to P.F. Chang's for my birthday for like 25 years. Like it's like a thing now. Even now, I just turned 30. I went to Chang's. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's sticking with me forever. Yeah, it was like my favorite restaurant growing up, and I've just kind of kept with it. And it's incredible cuisine. If you haven't been to a P.F. Chang's lately, please go support your local P.F. Chang's.
That's like my brother with Benihana. He goes,
Benihana's fire.
Yeah, Benihana is fire. That actually might be mine. What do you guys?
I'm interested. Let me set the table here for Wingo real quick because y'all probably don't know this. We know this on the dive bar. I don't know if y'all know this about Wingo. Wingo has never had, and I don't mean once upon a time, never had a condiment. When he eats burger, he eats it plain. He don't have ketchup. Doesn't have mayonnaise. He's never ate none of that. Wingo is very straightforward and does not like anything. This might be the pickiest eater in the world.
Any fruit. I've had steamed broccoli and carrots, but I don't really eat vegetables. That's the only ones I've had. No salad, no condiments on anything. I can survive pretty much off of steak, mac and cheese, and peanut butter.
Dude, that's right. I'm gonna show.
I mean, that's not a bad trio at the end of the day. Like I could definitely survive off of that, but
Yeah,
Dude, Wingo looks like an Adonis god compared to all of us, and he's eating fucking steak, mac and cheese.
this is when you realize that some people are just born to be D1 athletes.
Yeah,
And
It's like the Ocho Cinco
It's
thing.
funny
Like,
because
Ocho
I
Cinco only
ate
eats
steak,
McDonald's.
mac and cheese, and peanut butter my whole life, and I don't look like Wingo. So
This is bullshit.
I'll just walk around the house with a spoon and just like an entire jar.
peanut butter's so good, bro. I could.
You are a big peanut butter guy.
I am, bro. I've
You're a
always
huge
been
peanut butter guy.
In high school, I think I would eat like 3 peanut butter sandwiches a day. Like it's just convenient, you know.
Okay, so like for me, I've never had
Confusing.
salad. So like I'm strictly just peanut butter. So like I bought an Uncrustable maker so I can make a peanut butter sandwich and make an Uncrustable
That's
to make
fire.
sure it's just with peanut butter.
Right, no jelly, right?
No jelly.
He's never had jelly in his life.
Me either. I'm on Team Wingo here. Let's go.
Wait, hold up.
I'm with no jelly and a PB
Bring it-
sandwich.
Listen,
Bring it back, David.
Wait.
No.
There's a difference between not liking jelly and never trying jelly. How do you?
I like
Wingo,
peanut butter. Why do I need something with the peanut butter? I already like it now.
I feel you, but like, how have you never even tried ketchup? Like, what do you mean you've never tried a condiment? Can we bring that back? Because, come on, like, what do you mean you've never tried a condiment?
The only I guess you could say condiment, like when I go to hibachi, like yum yum sauce.
Yum yum sauce, okay. Yum yum sauce is fire.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like
yeah.
yum yum sauce, then there's gonna be a
Yeah.
big problem
What's
here.
in it. Don't tell me what it's made of.
Yeah. Dude, that's
I told him, I
crazy.
started breaking down because he told me he don't like ranch and he don't like mayonnaise. And I said,
I've just never had any of it.
do you know what yum yum sauce is? It's all of those things with sugar
Yeah.
in it. It's like,
Yeah.
mine is, I don't know if we can bracket them all together, but like, here's my dream meal.
Okay.
And honestly, I could probably do this every day. It's hibachi, like steak and shrimp or chicken and shrimp with fried rice and the vegetables and covered in yum yum sauce.
yeah.
I could eat that every single day for the rest of my life, I feel like.
100%.
Diabetes and 500-pound a day in the life of 500-pound meat. That's what it sounds like.
Hater.
I'm with
Go
Bobby
eat
on
some
that.
peanut
That's-
butter, bitch.
Wingo would eat that and lose 10 pounds somehow. Okay.
No, I go crazy at hibachi. I will eat. I get no noodles, double. Like, so I'll give you this. On my official visit at Florida, we did hibachi, and I had Dan Mullen's card, right? So gotta go crazy. I got 4 chickens, 4 steaks, 4 things of rice. I got 2 things of scallops, and what was the other one? I think there was one more. And I ate like 2 plates at the restaurant and took 2 plates home, and then ate it that night after we went out and everything when I got home at 3 in the morning.
Jesus Christ.
That's fire.
That is fire.
No sushi? No sushi rolls?
I actually just had my first sushi like this year. I just started eating sushi.
Did you like it?
But only like one kind though.
What was it?
California roll?
I think it's I think it's
Dragon
the
roll?
I think it's the rainbow roll or something.
From
Yeah,
what?
pretty
From where?
straightforward.
Sushi sake.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. I didn't have sushi till way late in life. Like I
Me too. Me too.
Maybe I remember I tried a California roll as a kid. I thought that thing was disgusting.
Yeah.
And then
Texture, dude. The texture
Yeah.
was awful.
I mean, mind me still, I don't even eat California rolls to this day, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's significantly better rolls than California rolls.
The first time I ever had sushi, I ended up in the hospital. So I was scarred for. Granted, that's what I get.
Yeah, that'll scar somebody.
For eating. You know, I love Publix.
Gas
but
station sushi?
Public sushi is probably not the best one to try first. And it
Depends on
I
you.
You
ended,
gotta go on Wednesdays.
I
Yeah,
ended
exactly.
up. Yeah, I ended up going to the. This was years ago. Like this is like I was probably either in high school or maybe early college. And I didn't eat sushi for like 5 years. But my wife loves sushi. We ended up going to this place, Kampai. I'm back on sushi.
Kampai.
Sushi is fire.
Yeah.
All right, sushi is
Freaking-
incredible.
Dude, we got Camp Pine, North Carolina, dude. That shit's fire.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, Kampai's
I wonder
awesome.
if it's the same one or just another place called Kampai as well.
That would be crazy, right?
That's wild. Kampai is fucking good, bro. Their sushi's
Yeah.
delicious.
Same with me with sushi though. I tried sushi for the first time when I was like 17, and
Yeah.
it like to me, I'm a weird texture person. So if the texture is weird, I can't eat it. It's just like one of those things. And the seaweed wrap or whatever like threw me the hell off. I'm thinking it's like I don't even know what it is at that time. At the time, I just thought it was like all raw fish. So I'm thinking that's some kind of like fish skin, and I'm like, hell no. Fast forward like 3 years later, I'm buying like 3 rolls at a time. It's like, dude, sushi is amazing.
Sushi is elite. Yeah. I'm in that same boat, probably either. I don't know. All you guys said exactly probably what I would pick. I'd pick peanut butter, sushi, or hibachi. Those would be my big 3 for sure.
I'm a big burger head too, but I
love
Yeah.
burgers. Yeah, burgers.
A good smash burger.
I feel like I get tired of the burger though.
Andre's a hot dog kind of guy.
No,
I love
I'm
dogs.
not. I'm actually a burger over a dog guy all day.
Me
Do
too,
you
but
eat hot dogs,
I love,
Wingo?
I love a good glizzy though.
I'm a dog at the ballpark though, all day, every day.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to do one of the 9 beers, 9 dogs, and 9 innings.
I did that shit.
Andre did it.
I did it.
That's why I scarred from
didn't
it.
go well.
Bro, my last dog, I forget, right? I finished the dogs and I had to finish half a beer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Marlins didn't make it to the bottom of the 9th because I had the lead, so they didn't have to play the bottom of the 9th. So I didn't get that extra half inning. So I was trying to chug that last beer, bro. That shit,
That's a
I could
bad
already
idea.
feel everything right here. That shit just came here, and there was like the little hot dog cup. Just fucking right there, right in the cup, bro. It was rough. But I'd do it all over again. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Dude, real quick, 300 total people watching across all platforms right now.
Hey, thank you for tuning
Thank you
in.
for everybody tuning in.
Hey, as we always say, watch it however you enjoy watching it. We do not mind. We do not, as Stephen A. Smith would say, we do not care. We don't care. But don't forget to head over to YouTube. Always hit that like and subscribe button.
Yes,
it helps the boys grow.
Absolutely.
Helps us get more eyes on the product. So guys being dudes on YouTube and of course Twitter or wherever else you like it. We don't mind. We like you tuning in wherever you find it most convenient. But
Yes.
always show the boys love.
Gotta also hear what you guys gotta put your thoughts on what your food is too, because
Yeah,
we
let us know.
want you guys to engage in the debate and hear. And who knows, maybe we take a lucky fan to 9 beer 9 dog challenge with us.
When the USA game plays down here.
Yeah.
Oh, we
be
gotta
lit.
go to that game.
Yeah.
But Wingo says no ketchup, no condiments.
Yeah, no
ketchup for Wingo, though, yeah.
No, that's gonna be the
That was
game.
my question.
Wingo's gonna try a condiment with us.
I
Like,
actually
we're
did the
bringing-
9 beer
we're bringing
9
it.
dog challenge with no. I did nothing on the dogs.
For that, it's that's the move. Like
Honestly, though, towards the end, I should have done it, bro. Those dogs started tasting terrible.
You realize what a hot dog is by 9 of
You
them.
need to change up the palettes.
yeah.
You need like a little ketchup or mustard
needed
on there
something.
just to spice it up.
Yeah. All right,
Dude,
well,
don't sleep on a sauerkraut dog either though.
I don't think I've had one of those.
I'm just getting hungry at this point.
Yeah.
I'm actually starving, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm starving.
Dude, my wife was cooking breakfast sausage and eggs right before we started. This is bullshit.
Yeah, it's a like a what is it? What's the word? Sensitive subject at 1:20 p.m.
Yeah.
The boys are getting hungry. Out
I'm
here.
hungry.
All right,
Never
let's.
get to the grocery store when you haven't ate lunch yet or while you're hungry.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All right, let's wrap it up with our dude of the week. Cool Cat approved. There was a lot of options out here, but we had to bring it back to our boy Nico Echavarria, winner of the Cognizant Classic last week. Wingo couldn't. No, I think I was the only one there on Sunday. So I was there on Sunday. Got to see Nico win in a crazy fashion after Shane Lowry collapsed. Yeah, to say the least. I mean, Nico played well enough to win.
Yeah.
But Shane looked like he was going to run away with that tournament. Then 16-17, go double-double, and Nico gets the birdie on 17, and the rest is history. So shout out Nico. Shout out an incredible win for him. Got him into Arnold this week. Got him into, well, he was actually already in Players, but into the Masters this year as well. So huge. I mean, anytime you play yourself into the Masters, you deserve to be the dude of the week. And he also,
Especially
big time, which gave him some extra bounty points for Dude of the Week. He was on the Foreplay pod this week, and we see the clip drop, and Dave's actually the guy that saw it. See him repping the Tranquilo Golf shirt on the Foreplay pod, representing the boys, which that was a shirt that I forgot that I gave to him. I gave it to him when we did the pod live at Waste Management. And just like, whatever, appreciate you, here's a tee. Whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your decision. But it was in his hands. Then fast forward a year and a couple months later, wins. And what is he wearing on his first pot after? Stay tranquilo golf fucking shirt, bro.
Yeah.
Sick.
That is an absolute dude.
He's a
Nico is
legend.
that guy. And yeah, he clearly was waiting to wear it until he won. So that's what makes it better.
Tranquilo effect right there.
That's the tranquilo effect.
Now we need if Daly wins this week, then we got something here.
Yeah.
Then we can go to I don't know. We can go to your boy Vic. Hey Vic, you haven't won in a while.
Hey.
Last 2 guys we've interviewed have won.
Hey. Listen, I mean that's my like. I've got a list of white whales, obviously, like in terms of guests. In the golf space, that's a 1-1. Victor Hovland. I mean, if I get Victor Hovland on the show, it's I don't know if you get better than that, dude. I might have to retire on top.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one for you. Who do you guys dream guest?
I've got a whole list, but yeah.
If you had to pick one.
Mine is
Gronkowski.
Who?
Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, that'd be great. Gronk would be great for this show specifically.
Love that.
Yeah, you got to think about you got to think about how well that show will do as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just like mine has changed a lot over the years because we've done cool stuff. Like, as y'all know, you do something, you're like, man, that's actually a lot cooler than I thought it would be. Like, I want to do more of that. Dude, honestly, just for the hell, because I know it's going to be incredible clips, it's going to do numbers, and you're not like, he could cook me and I wouldn't care. It'd be so awesome. Dude, I want to sit down with AB at some point. Dude, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Right, you can laugh, and I'm doing 10K, y'all can laugh.
Yeah. No, listen, I'd talk to AB facts.
Dude, come on, bro.
You know who would be an awesome one too? Would be like Chucky, like getting Chucky.
Yeah,
he's
Chuck would be
an absolute he'd be a dude.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, he's coming off an unreal 3-year stretch. That the amount of things that we could talk to him about, the amount of stories that he probably could share, and maybe not share on screen and tell us after. Who knows? But I think Chucky would be an awesome guy to get on here.
I don't know who it would be for me, to be honest. I'm like sitting here trying to think. I don't know. I got to think on that. Because I don't know if it would be an athlete or it would be like, a celebrity.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I figured it out, actually. Especially in our realm and what we do.
yeah.
I mean, it's got to be Dan Marino.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. That's
Marino.
Marino would be
Ricky
sick.
Williams,
always
Dan
sick.
Marino.
Yeah. No, Dolphins legends.
Dolphins,
for sure.
yeah. I mean, listen, if we're talking just like movies, I'd obviously love to have Tom Cruise or The Rock on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be classic.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Well, let's just say me and Andre are one step closer to Tom Cruise after Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
There's a picture to show it.
Yeah. Bob, you don't remember the book
The
that we were holding?
Oh, yeah. Which we won't mention.
Yes. No. I'm trying to think who else. I mean,
Yoda.
Like, yeah, I'd love to have Yoda. Dude, I mean, it'd be like if talking golf, like Tiger Woods, obviously, like John Daly for this show would be insane.
Yeah, would
like
be
the
electric.
Father. Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool freaking dudes.
No, there's a ton. That's why if I had to narrow, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, if you talk about like celebrities too, like that just opens it way up. It's like, dude, I can name off everybody. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll work on getting one of these guys on the next one.
Wingo.
Wingo here, your director and manager of
Yes.
Weston Services.
Oh, man.
it's crazy.
All right, boys. Well, any final thoughts? Any last words before we tune off?
The only thing I want to say is I didn't realize this because I usually look at the YouTube too when we're live. Here lately, I just been locked in on the conversation. Dude, the chat has been going crazy. Shout out to Joe and Gabe. Joe had the Pineapple Express reference, and Gabe thought you were crazy for the PF Chang's. But there's a lot of good stuff in here. Now that I'm scrolling, it's like, man, I really wish I was looking at the chat because they were like on top of every topic.
Let's go, chat.
Let's go, chat.
If you're late to the chat and you weren't live in the chat, keep the chat rolling.
Joe made a good point. He was probably a pimp way before the coach. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, I think that was the case.
Once a pimp, always a pimp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's not one of those things you can turn in a 2-week notice. So it's kind of just like, look, guys, I'm not going to be around as much anymore. You're going to have to strap up and carry a gun because I can't be here. But like, dude, I love you. $20.
Whoa.
Dude, I'm going through the chat real quick and shout out to Joe Robbie. He goes, dog, I used to serve at PF Chang's.
No way.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Can you imagine if Joe was your waiter one time?
Dude, honestly, like the amount of times and the amount of different PF Chang's I've been to, there's like a high chance that we've run into. I don't know what range he was there, but yeah. By the way, one last thing for you, Bobby. Gabe says, Bobby shouts, "I love you."
Hell yeah. I seen he said my name and he put a bunch of like hurt face emojis.
That was like
He's a legend, man.
when we used to do the Breaking House rules with Vaughn and Cam. There was a guy that on every single YouTube video would comment, "Vaughn is my dad." Like every single one.
Wait, hey now.
But like the guy, like the age did not match obviously to be his dad.
He's 1 year younger.
But like I was always like, does Vaughn have a kid that he doesn't know about?
That'd be a crazy way to find out.
Right.
This guy's been trying to reach
Starts
out.
a pod, finds out he has a kid through the comments.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
Maybe one of us will find out we're a dad.
I really hope not.
Oh, man. All right.
Every year when football season ends, I find out that I'm a father to two.
That's crazy.
So like, what are you guys into?
Oh, so what have you guys been up to the last 8 months?
This is awkward.
It's like a jump scare. Bobby walks in and he's like, "What the hell?"
I don't remember you looking like that. Oh man.
Fucking mustache. Where the hell did you come from? Hey, speaking of family though, I gotta put it out there, dude. Your boy's leaving for the Caribbean starting tonight.
Yes.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah, he fought.
Well, I'll
By the way-
fly down to Fort Lauderdale tonight.
Are you seeing the boys?
Yeah. No,
I don't know.
No, he's not. No, he's not. We need to get
I'll
Bobby
put
in
it-
the friggin' studio.
I put it in the stratosphere. Hey, I put it out there in the stratosphere. I ran it by Wingo's ear. I ran it by David's ear. Joe knows, but you can never. Joe's just a busy man, so I'm not even, newborn and stuff like that.
Because you leave on the cruise Saturday?
They leave on the cruise tomorrow. Yes,
okay.
the Bills just cut Curtis Samuel. So
Wow. Oh, they're making moves.
yeah, there you go. DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel out. Who represents Curtis Samuel? I feel like that might be Rosenhaus.
All I know is that Wingo needs to get his
I actually
extra
don't
room
have-
ready.
I can find out for you. Just-
Yeah, we can go get my guest room ready, dude. I got two kids and a wife, and they like cinnamon rolls, bitch.
Look at Wingo. Oh, you're gonna let him say that, man?
I'm baffled.
I figured I'd cut the chase. You got to get ready for your hosting.
No,
So
go on Netflix and look up the documentary Poop Cruise. I hope that's what you're.
Oh yeah, that shit's crazy.
cruise.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch that as you're getting onto the cruise tomorrow.
Yes.
That's fucked.
Yeah, John said I should let my wife watch. What's the movie where the ship flips because of the wave?
Titanic.
Titanic.
That's an iceberg, you moron. Jesus Christ, David. Hey, David, I see why you don't have these guys on your show. No, it's like ascendant or something like that, some crazy word like that. And they're on a ship, and this tidal wave comes. It just wipes the ship over. Good talk.
Star Gerard Butler.
I did hear that there's some icebergs in the Caribbean now. So yeah, you might have a Titanic 2.0 down here.
Boys, I'm worried about there's way bigger fish to fry in the Caribbean these days. I'm not worried about none of that.
What is going on in
Hold
the
on.
Caribbean?
Not the Caribbean
Pirates?
specifically, but you never know. Hold on.
Pirates are a big threat right now.
Yeah, the Pirates are going crazy. Hold on. The Poseidon.
The Poseidon.
I have never
Never
heard
heard
of
that.
It's got Anne Hathaway, I think.
Oh, I'll watch it.
That's enough.
Wingo.
Hell yeah,
Listen.
Wingo.
It features a rogue wave capsizing a luxury liner on New Year's Eve, forcing survivors to climb up to the hole. Okay.
Wow.
Seems
So-
like a must watch.
I'm gonna add it to the list.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch that tonight, right before we get on that bitch.
Perfect. And then you can follow it
Kids
up
are
with
gonna be
Poop
hype.
All right. Well, I think that about does it for today's episode. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Anything else that they?
Well, let us know if there's any topics that they'd want us to debate. Any debate of the week.
Any
Send
guests?
them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next week, Friday at noon.
See you there.
Appreciate it.